pages or posts or whatever, throwing up big money towards big water blinds. Farms are being leased now for waterfowl. They always were, but now the price just hiked up a lot. And it pushed up a lot of old heads out. And I'm not going to say I'm an old head in it, but I got into it right before the big push. And I found myself, I was on the other side. So those of you who were into it, either they got pushed out or they pushed further. Those of you who pushed further, commend you. Hats off. I'm not even going to tip a hat. Hat off to you, because I agree, TV effect. So those of you who pushed harder in the waterfowl game did it right. It probably costed you more money than what you wanted to and what you're used to, but you adapted to it because that's your passion. I get it. Trust me, dude, I get it. Waterfowling, now, either you're in or you're out. And if you're in, get ready to drop dimes. If you're out, trying to get into it, team up, figure it out, because I guarantee you every single pond around you, every single body of water around you has duck hunters on it. I don't care where you are, who you are, no matter what. If a farmer lets you on a duck on a pond, cherish it. Do whatever you can for that farmer. Do whatever you can for whoever granted you access or gave you the lead to the access, or what friend has access that brought you on. Do whatever you can to keep that, because you hit a gold mine. A lot of spots have been beaten up since then as well, because these duck hunters come in. They come in with a lot of gear. They come in with a lot of decoys. They kind of overdo it. I'm guilty of that. I was guilty of that in the past. Just overdoing it, over-presenting myself, and kind of selling our hunt short by just being overzealous as far as equipment, gear, stuff like that. I can go out right now. I can go in my room right now, my fitting room, and find $1,000 worth of waterfowl stuff within 15 seconds. And I'm not joking. And it's really, really big. So I kind of got out of the waterfowl game up until last year, for the most part, just because it was just crazy to get. And I mean, I do have property to hunt now, but it's not because of me. It's because of other people. And I'm forever grateful for that. But I found myself on the outskirts of waterfowl just because I was organically pushed out by the new breed coming in. The TV effect, as Heavy was saying online. Transition this year. So you know what? I'm going to get back into the deer game. I know I can do that. I know I can be successful in that because I have been in the past. So this year, instead of buying new waterfowl stuff or acquiring new waterfowl land or trying to fight for waterfowl land, I decided to dedicate myself to my bow and my targets in the backyard and working out. So I kind of gave into the whole, especially for the last 2 or 3 years, I gave into the whole elk hunting scene. And I whitetail hunting does not require everything that an elk hunt requires. So I spent too much time focusing on physically in shape and just being able to shoot 100 yards and then focusing on my craft. I need 40 yards and in, big timber, big trees, finding good property and making shit happen. So here I am, having the toughest year of my life, my own doing, letting deer walk, not being in the right position, the right time, doing the right thing. And I'm here to tell you and describe to you my hunts, my situations, so not only that you guys hear me get laughed at by Connor or see me be down on myself, but you also get to learn from my mistakes. And that's actually what I want to do, is I want to make sure that you guys don't run into the same problem I have this year. And this show wasn't designed to, hey, don't do what Kenny did because he sucks. It was, hey, guys, you might want to tone it back a minute and really think about what you're doing and make sure you're doing things right, just so you enable yourself to be successful. And I was always waiting for the big guy. and I didn't succeed the way I wanted to. So that's it, pretty much in a nutshell. I just find it awkward and find it weird that the different animal transitions as far as popularity has transpired in the last decade, and I'm going to go ahead and call out the next animal that is going to be the next big thing. And I'm going to go. You guys are going to hear this from me, and you're going to probably hear this first. Is predator hunting. Predator hunting is going to be the new duck hunt. Predator hunting is going to be the new elk hunt. There's already a big wave of people who are already doing so. But I'm calling it now. Those of you who have not coyote hunted in the past are going to maybe get into it. Maybe get into it more seriously. And those of you who are in it already are going to see a heavy wave of people getting and kind of rushing into their shit. As far as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it and say that coyote, maybe even fox, but coyote hunting is going to be the new duck, elk. Popularity wise, that's going to be the next big thing. So it's going to be, and if Heavy says he shoots them all the time, awesome. Be prepared. There's going to be people who have not shot them or do not shoot them all the time are going to be pressing up against your shit to make your situation more difficult. So just a heads up, I just have a feeling in my gut based off of news, based off of just the trend of things, the way things are going. That's going to be it. Pigs was heading in that direction, but predator over to yes, yeah. In this area, it's going to be for sure predator hunting. Now, we don't have a lot of feral pigs in our area. We do see them here and there, but it's very rare. But I have heard news that there have been more feral pigs in the Virginia area, especially the Northern Virginia area, where I could see that hog hunting will get more popular here, but it's going to come after the coyote rage. Coyote's going to be the next big thing. So get on it now and entrench yourself into whatever property you have and whatever platform you have as far as that, to make sure that when that wave of new hunters come, because there's going to be a new breed coming, and just be prepared. And these guys are going to come just like they did with ducks, just like they do with elk. Now they're going to come hot and heavy. They're going to come from out of the area, and they're going to come full of pockets, because this is what they want to do. This is their next big thing. They dropped everything and got into predator hunting. So I'm going to go ahead and just call it. So, yeah, man. Yeah, hogs are definitely bad news. We just don't have enough of them here. Like I said, I hog hunted in Oklahoma. I'm going to go again this year, but it's great time, and they do some damage. My predator gun, Tony, I use a Savage 22-250. Reason being, it's a really fast 22. Here, I'll pull out a round right now. What it is, essentially, it's a 22 round, because in Prince William County, you can't shoot anything larger than a 22. So, I got a 22-250. So, this is not a regular 22 that you're going to see. This is a 22 round, right here and up, with a 250 cartridge. That's a big body. My hands aren't small. That's a big body 22, and it is fast, dude. It is fast. So I got myself a 22-250. I got a tripod, and I'm just ready to make it happen, because we got coyotes on camera right now, and we got to make sure that it's gone. Yeah, it definitely shoots real heavy, man, and it's straight, dude. That gun is straight. It is legit, especially with the tripod setup. It's going to be literally just, I'm going to hold on to the tripod, just like, here, I'll shoot it over here. I'm going to use this as a reference. I'm going to use this here. So The gun's going to be here. I'm going to have one hand on the gun, other hand on the tripod, just moving it back and forth. That's all I'm going to be doing. That's the only movement I'm going to have is this. So there's none of this, or lean up against a tree, or shakiness, or laying on the ground where it's cold as shit. I'm literally going to be standing there, hand on a tripod, with a gun, and just going like this. So I feel like I'm pretty set up. Yes, we're going to be using a Fox Pro audio call as well as mouth calls, depending on what the predators, of course, you're going to use whatever call brings in whatever animal you're using, waterfowl or everything like that. Yeah, I got a thermal imager as well, dude. That's awesome. So I got a thermal scanner, and it'll show body heat. Got a red light, put lights on them, and then you scope them out. It's a process, and it's going to take multiple people. The way the predator hunts, it's very difficult, just like waterfowl. It's very, very, very difficult to do a waterfowl hunt when you're hunting solo, just because of the amount of work you have to put into it. Think about it. Waterfowl. Go out there, you have to drag all the decoys out, put all the decoys out, set yourself up, and all this shit has to be done in dark for first light, first run. And 9 times out of 10, the first light ducks that you see the first round is going to be the last that you see. That's it. That's your first and last. That's your only chance. So make it happen. It's going to be a team thing. You do it solo dolo, it's very, very, very difficult. But predator hunting is the same thing. You got scanning going on. You got the red light. You got then the scope, then the shoot. If they come closer, you got to get a shotgun out. They come closer than that, you got to pull out the sidearm. So it's definitely going to have to be a team effect. That's why I really think that predator hunting is going to be the next duck hunt, just because of all the stuff you have to do and enable in order for you to be successful. So that's just my vibe. Yeah, Tony, you're right. Yeah, predator hunting, no one wants coyotes. The only issue you're going to run into with getting coyote land, and that from what I've seen and from what I've encountered, is that people don't want you at their place in dead ass night if they don't know you real well. That's it. If you don't know these people real well, you don't have a good rapport with them, you don't have a good backing with them, and you're literally in their property, black ass dark at night, and they hear gunshots at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's difficult, man. It's really hard to pull it off. So that's where the whole rapport comes in, and that's where I really think the big money comes in as well, because you're going to get people who have farms, who have cattle, and they sell straw and they sell cattle, and they want to make that extra dollar. You come through with a few grand saying, hey, I'm going to come here at nighttime. I'm going to not only take care of your livestock, because your baby cows are not going to get killed anymore from these coyotes, but we're also going to be giving you a few grand for you to hunt. So we're definitely going to run into that for sure. But guys, I just wanted to tune in for a little bit just to give you guys just some content for the day, just give you guys some content for the evening. We do apologize for the group show not being present tonight. We really wanted to. We started it, but we just tell just by sitting down here and we looked at each other. We were just like, you know what? Tonight's not going to be the night. And we are sincere. We are still doing our giveaway. It's just going to be the next week. And we both feel extremely bad about the big giveaway that we've been building up for such a long time. We were able to give one away, but the big one, we want to make sure it was special and make sure we didn't want to push it. We just wanted to make sure that it was sincere from us. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call this. This is just a episode 7.5, a straight freestyle session. This is what we're doing. This is who we are. We're gonna straight turn into straight bullshit guys, drinking beer, talking hunting, and providing you with as much information that we possibly can based off of our personal encounters and from what we've seen, what we've heard, and just give it to you. We want you guys to be successful. We want everyone to be successful, and we want you guys to shoot us videos. We have a lot of gear that we have being made right now. We're going to be giving some away. We're also going to open up an e-commerce store just to show thanks to you